Stadium, Baton Rouge. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, the big storyline to keep your eyes on today, they are without their starting running back. Their backup has not had any touches yet this season, so this will be new. It's going to be fast and furious to start this first quarter. He challenged his offensive lineman in the locker room before the game. Make sure he's comfortable, give him time to make his reads. Let's all work together to start this game. Guys?
Holly, we'll see how they react. And the Cowboys kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Working the ground game. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The throw. Reels it in. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Throws it off the RPO. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, look out on the right. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker, able to close and make that tackle? That's impressive.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, we saw earlier in the game after not getting it on third, going for it on fourth down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on fourth?
Punt is on its way. He's got it near midfield. Taken down right away. Give it to the freshman, his first carry. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. 4th down, Lewis. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll try to take it back. The 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense...
Upstairs he's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed. And
it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Rush is on. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Jones.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Flush to the left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Has to have it on 4th down. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here.
Here we go. Ready, go.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll ride the hot hand. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Keeps it on the ground. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. There's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The handoff. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just feeds the running back. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
LSU quick to the line. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Cowboys looking to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Lewis. Moving out to the right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Lewis wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Gets the back moving. 3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Got out of trouble and throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They're testing the right side here. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Running inside. It's Jones. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. See some running room. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
Nice run. Great job by the running.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. See a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Play action with Lewis. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Selling the fake. Unleashes one. Quickly complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's Lewis to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Delayed give. It's Jones. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Virginia Tech, taking on the number 19 team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Hokies, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Under pressure. There he goes. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Quick give. Got a little space.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll run it to the right side. They put the brakes on it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces the 4th down. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Right at the line. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Look out! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half. But
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. To the air again, Lewis. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Now they'll run it to the right here. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And I like the way the QB just did that right there, man. You spread everybody sideline to sideline. You see it's man coverage. You got your running back in the slot. You like that matchup. He wins. That is great job identifying the defense, knowing what they're in, and getting the ball to your playmaker, and he delivers for him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He'll throw it. Right side, it's home. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Hand it to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
LSU right back to the line.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Taking a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 8, set to kick it off.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drops back on first down. On target. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quick handoff. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got to...
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They're going to run it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
LSU 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jones. Knocked down immediately.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fights off the defender. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He gets a hand on it. They stop him short. A 4th down stop, and they'll have a chance to pull one out late.
You know, it's blocked field goals at moments like that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Throwing, Lewis. Working that left side now. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Lewis to throw. It's complete to the right. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Stepping to the right. Bought a little time. Lets it go. The sure hands. It's Matthews. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great
breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Finds his man on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on a screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Long way to go on 2nd down. Lewis. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
It's Lewis again. Converts on 4th down. Still going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Throws to the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, try to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. Touchdown LSU! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They'll line up to go for 2. Here's Lewis to throw. Out wide left, it's Morris. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. Moves to his right. He's going to run it. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Rashad Downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The run inside. It's Jones. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Fourth quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A mere 3 seconds remaining in this one as they'll use a timeout. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. It'll be short. Kicker didn't quite have enough juice to get that one through. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot